cannot lie. Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. I think that this is the last of the goal videos. This goal, or this challenge, whatever you want to call it, is to not be afraid of big books. Yep, you heard me wrong. I get very intimidated by big, bulky books. So, I've gathered all my big books. I want to read one every single month. So, there are a lot of overlap, like I was saying. So, if I pick a book that is part of a series that is 600 pages long, that counts for both my big book challenge and a series challenge. I'm not going to be some crazy one who picks part of a series that's, huge, and then picks another 500-page book. No, that is not happening, people. So this first one actually has 3 stories in it, but I'm only going to count it as one book. And that is Charlotte's Web, Stuart Little, and the Trumpet of the Swan by E.B. White. These are classics that I'm interested very much in. Charlotte's Web, and I used to love the movie Stuart Little when I was a kid. I've never seen the movie for Charlotte's Web or read the book. So it's a completely new world, or new book. I think it takes place in our world, but it's about a pig and a spider. And then the Trumpet of the Swan, I believe, is like the kind of ugly duckling transformation story type thing. I don't know for sure, but that is one of my options. I don't think I'm going to read all of these this year, but I want to read at least 12 of them. Then this was on December's TBR. I don't think I'm going to get to it, so I'm just going to act like I didn't get to it, because I'm seriously not. But this is The Babysitter by Cheryl Brown. She's perfect, too perfect. Plays with the babysitter trope. False Memory by Dean Koontz. So this is about Marty, who takes Susan to therapy and running all of her errands because Susan is afraid to leave her apartment. Then one night something happens and Susan becomes afraid of her own shadow, and no idea what happens after that. Oh, I should probably tell you how long these are. So this one's 579 pages. This one is 677 pages. And this one just barely makes the cutoff because it is only 501 pages. But it still counts. Alright, then another Dean Koontz, Whispers, which is not 500 pages. Is it? Oh, it's 502 pages, so it barely makes it, but it makes it. Strangers by Dean Koontz. This one is a chunky one. 681 pages. Dean Koontz. The Door to December. At a whopping 511 pages. Okay, then these ones count for series. So these are the Alice series. The first one is 630 pages. This one, the second one, is 781 pages. And then that one is too far. 719 pages. Okay, then this one is also part of a series, obviously. It's a Game of Thrones series. So they range from 834 pages for the Game of Thrones all the way to like 1100 pages. You see why it would be crazy for me to like use ones that aren't already on my TBR? Okay, this one's only 1007 pages. But look at how small that print is. Because it's a mass market paperback. Oh my goodness. Alright, we've got 3 more books to talk about for this big book challenge. So, the first one I'm going to talk about is the Mammoth Book of Unsolved Crime. It's literally short stories. Short unsolved crimes. And there's like Zodiac Killer, Black Dahlia, Stanley Seti, Jack the Ripper, Rachel Nichol, Jack Lingle, and Al Capone. What? I don't know what Al Capone has to do with it. But it's really just a bunch of unsolved crimes, which I'm obsessed with. Oh, and it is 618 pages. Then I recently picked up American Gods by Neil Gaiman. She pretty chunky, but she floppy, so I don't mind. And then this one is 529 pages. Whew. And the last big book that I want to read is House of Leaves. So this one was on my TBR in November. Obviously, I didn't finish it. I read like 10 pages. Because I got intimidated by the size of this book. So that's not going to happen next year. I did like the first 10 pages enough. I was kind of like, what? Because it's kind of weird. But I was enjoying it. So I want to read it. And this one is 662 pages long. I just have to stop being afraid of it. This is Thriller Volume 2 edited by Clive Cussler. It's all these different authors. Kathleen Amtrim, Gary Braver, Sean Cherkover, Blake Crouch, Jeffrey Deaver, Robert Ferrego, Joe Hartlib, Lisa Jackson, Joan Johnson, John Land, R.L. Stein, Simon Wood, Ridley Pearson, Carla Neggers, and a bunch more. But it's just short stories, short thrillers. And then the last big book that I have is Pretty Girls by Karen Slaughter. I don't know much about this other than it's about, like, sisters, I think. But Karen Slaughter is either a very big hit with me. I loved pieces of her. I was not a big fan of Good Daughter. So, thank you for watching my last challenge video for 2021. Or what I presume is going to be the last challenge video for 2021. So I'm just not going to be intimidated by reading anymore because I love to read. So why should I be scared of something that I love? It makes no sense. So don't forget to hit the big thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to me if you haven't already.